It may come as a surprise to some of y'all that I'm not working out to have your ideal body type. I'm working out to have my ideal body type. And you know what type that is? None of your business, because I am beautiful, I am strong, I do my job, and I stay on my job. So next time you want to come to somebody and judge them whether they drink kale smoothies or eat McDonald's.
In this video, we uncover the truth behind Hollywood's most shocking transformations of 2025 a year, where beauty, pressure, and pharmaceutical obsession collided like never before. For decades, the red carpet represented perfection. Every pose, every smile, every camera flash told a story of glamour and control. But behind the scenes, that illusion has begun to crack. Today, the same red carpets once filled with confidence now reveal hollow cheeks, sunken eyes, and fragile smiles. What the world calls a glow-up may actually be something darker. A slow, silent collapse driven by fear, expectation, and the need to stay relevant. Tonight, we reveal the most talked-about celebrity OZEMPIC transformations of 2025. Stories that prove fame doesn't protect you from insecurity, from addiction, or from the crushing weight of image. Lizzo. Once the unapologetic face of body positivity, Lizzo inspired millions to love themselves at any size. She was vibrant, joyful, fearless, a voice for self-acceptance in an industry obsessed with thinness. But in 2025, that message changed. When fans saw new photos of her drastically slimmer frame, the internet didn't cheer, it gasped. The woman who had once said, "I'm enough," looked like a stranger to many who had believed her words. Whispers of Ozempic filled comment sections. Behind the scenes, insiders claimed mounting industry pressure, a constant barrage of criticism, and brand demands slowly wore her down. Weight loss wasn't the victory the headlines painted it to be. It was the price of peace. The personal cost showed mood swings, exhaustion, and moments of withdrawal from public life.
Health is not just determined on what you look like on the outside. Health is also what happens on the inside. I've been working out consistently for the last 5 years, and it may come as a surprise to some of y'all that I'm not working out to have your ideal body type. I'm working out to have my ideal body type. And you know what type that is? None of your business, because I am beautiful, I am strong, I do my job, and I stay on my job. So next time you want to come to somebody and judge them whether they drink kale smoothies or eat McDonald's.
Lizzo's story became a tragedy of modern fame. She didn't betray body positivity. Hollywood betrayed her. She once stood for loving yourself as you are. Now she's the mirror showing how the industry punishes authenticity. John Goodman. A beloved veteran of film and television, John Goodman had already undergone major health changes over the years. But by 2025, his transformation stunned even longtime fans. The once larger-than-life actor, known for his booming laughter and grounded warmth, appeared shockingly lean. Though Goodman credited discipline and routine, sources close to him admitted Ozempic had become part of his daily reality. The public praised his dedication, but friends quietly wondered if the cost was too high. His weight loss seemed to mirror Hollywood's obsession. The idea that no matter your talent, appearance always comes first. Hospital visits, whispered interventions, and strained performances painted a picture of a man caught between love of craft and industry expectations. Goodman's case reminds us that even icons are vulnerable to trends that promise relevance at any cost. Chelsea Handler. Chelsea Handler has never been afraid to speak her mind. The comedian who built a career on brutal honesty opened up about her own Ozempic use early in 2025. But even she admitted she hadn't realized what she was taking at first. She called it Hollywood's open secret, a little injection that promised transformation, but carried a silent toll. Handler's candor pulled the curtain back on a truth few dared to say aloud, that in Los Angeles it's easier to get a prescription for an image than help for self-esteem. What followed for Chelsea was brutal. Severe nausea, exhaustion, and mood swings so intense she had to pause performances and seek medical care. Her story became a warning that even the most confident voices can be tempted by the industry's expectations. Chelsea didn't gain fame from her glow-up. She gained respect for telling the truth. a truth others were too scared to admit. Oprah Winfrey. When Oprah finally spoke publicly about Ozempic, it marked a cultural shift. The media mogul, long open about her struggles with weight and image, revealed she had begun using medication as part of her health plan. The admission shocked fans. For decades, Oprah symbolized resilience and personal growth. The idea that self-control and mindfulness were enough. But her honesty sparked a new conversation. Maybe the pressure to be strong in public had masked a quiet suffering in private. Her transparency didn't just humanize her. It revealed how deep Hollywood's obsession runs. If even someone with vast resources, top doctors, and intense monitoring felt compelled to use shortcuts, the message to ordinary people becomes dangerously normalized. Oprah's admission forced an industry to reckon with the influence its icons hold and the responsibility that comes with it. Rebel Wilson, known for her infectious humor and sharp wit, Rebel Wilson's weight loss journey had begun years earlier. But in 2025, she appeared nearly unrecognizable. She spoke candidly about wanting to be healthier and happier, but fans questioned how much of her transformation was driven by the industry's demand for conformity. Rebel had once embraced her curves as part of her identity. Now her change seemed to echo a deeper struggle, a balancing act between self-love and societal approval. Sources reported mood fluctuations, anxiety, and intense focus on diet metrics. As endorsements and roles increased, so did the pressure to maintain an image that might have required more than hard work. Her case underscores how profit and persona can push even the most authentic people into choices they later question. Khloe Kardashian. Few families embody the pressure of perfection like the Kardashians, and Khloe Kardashian's appearance in 2025 reignited the conversation. Her chiseled frame and dramatic transformation led to intense speculation online. While she denied using Ozempic, the whispers never stopped. Every photo, post, or interview became a battleground for judgment. Khloe's evolution wasn't just physical, it was emotional. The constant scrutiny turned her image into a reflection of our collective obsession with control, filters, and illusion. Inside sources spoke of curated angles, behind-the-scenes touch-ups, and a life so managed that spontaneity became rare. Her story shows the relational cost, family tension, public doubt, and the heavy labor of keeping up appearances in an age of hyper-visibility. Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer, always brutally honest, revealed she tried Ozempic, but quickly stopped, saying the side effects left her unable to function. She spoke of nausea so severe she couldn't care for her child, of dizzy spells and emotional crashes that never fully resolved. Her raw honesty broke the cycle of glamour and forced a conversation about what we ask of performers. For many fans, Amy's choice to stop and speak out was a relief, proof that refusing the shortcut can be a courageous act. Her story emphasizes that health and presence matter more than any fleeting headline. Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill's weight has always been part of his public narrative, from comedy to drama, from acceptance to insecurity. But in 2025, fans feared something was wrong. He appeared gaunt, fragile, and withdrawn. Insiders said he's caught in a dangerous cycle. Rapid weight loss, relapse, repeat. Medical professionals warn the yo-yo effect can damage metabolism, heart health, and mental well-being. Friends described a man preoccupied with image, avoiding cameras, and battling anxiety. Jonah's transformation isn't a trophy, it's a red flag. Talent, it seems, does not shield one from the corrosive, cultural demand to constantly reinvent one's body. Katy Perry. Katy Perry once embodied color, confidence, and charisma. But in 2025, fans noticed a haunting change. Her once radiant face appeared hollow, her frame fragile, and her spark dimmed. Insiders whispered about energy crashes, emotional withdrawal, and assistance needed after long appearances. She didn't confirm the rumors, but the images were unmistakable. A woman exhausted by performance demands. Katy's silence only amplified the speculation, and the spectacle became a painful reminder of how even stars of spectacle can be quietly broken by expectation. James Corden. James Corden was Hollywood's everyman, funny, kind, relatable, until a sudden, drastic weight loss left fans in shock. He insisted it was walking and diet, but experts said the timeline suggested more. Staff reported fatigue, shortened filming schedules, and an energy that no longer matched his public persona. Built on authenticity, Corden's brand faltered under the weight of secrecy. His story shows how audiences value honesty and how suspicious they become when a public figure's transformation seems too neat, too quick, too explained. Mindy Kaling. For years, Mindy Kaling symbolized confidence and self-love. Her witty, candid voice challenged unrealistic standards and inspired many. Yet in 2025, her sudden slimness surprised fans. The timing aligned with a demanding production schedule raised questions. Insiders suggested strategic camera work and wardrobe choices hid a process she wasn't ready to share. But more than appearance, colleagues noticed a change in presence. Less quick laughter, more guarded interviews, and a focus on image that felt at odds with the woman who once joked about imperfection. Mindy's transformation underscores the subtle ways industry demands can erode a person's authenticity. Jessica Simpson. Jessica Simpson built a career on openness and vulnerability. Her 2025 appearance, extremely thin and fragile, stunned many who had admired her honesty. While she attributed changes to clean living, observers pointed to patterns inconsistent with natural, gradual transformation. Reports surfaced of obsession with numbers, long social media gaps, and staff concerned about her stamina during shoots. Jessica's story is a cautionary example of how even those who preach balance can fall prey to the industry's relentless appetite for youth and novelty. Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne's 2025 confession was harrowing. She admitted weight loss medication nearly destroyed her health. She became so thin she struggled to walk, to eat, to function. When she quit, her body didn't easily recover. Doctors warned of potentially permanent metabolic damage. Even harsher was the psychological toll. She admitted an addiction to being skinny, to the scale, to the numbers. Sharon's raw testimony became a pivotal moment, a public reckoning that exposed the epidemic behind closed doors and forced a discussion about medical ethics, celebrity influence, and responsibility. From Lizzo to Oprah, Chelsea to John Goodman, these transformations expose the dark truth of 2025. Hollywood isn't celebrating health, it's chasing survival. What began as confidence has turned into crisis. Behind every red carpet smile lies fear of aging, of judgment, of being replaced. These aren't glow-ups, they're warnings.